Hey everyone, this is Multipro. I'm here to show you a little bit about NASCAR racing. And before we get into the game and going through the menus, I wanted to show you the case and the booklet that comes with it. So this is NASCAR Racing from 1996. And you can see here Ricky Rudd's out front. The Intimidator's not far behind. Jeff Gordon and Mikey, Mark Martin, Taylor Bonney, and they got here in the back Ward Burton. So they got some great group of drivers here. And this is rated for kids to adults. This is for PlayStation 1. And so this is going to be really exciting, really cool to go back in time and see this gameplay. Before we get into the cover, I'll try to remove some of the glare. We have a one-player game here, and it takes 2 memory blocks, and it shows it has 21 different tracks, or driving environments, I should say. There's 16 licensed tracks, which 3 of those are at night, so that's 16 plus 3, and then 2 fantasy tracks. They're road courses. And you can see some of the image here. Pretty cool. You can do third-person view, first-person. Let's take a look at the book. So let's open it up, and I'm hoping you can see some of these pages. Here's the table of contents. And you can see here's a PlayStation 1, which you notice that we have a PlayStation 2, but I have a PlayStation 1 memory card. This is actually the PS2 Fat. And we're going to be playing with a controller. It's pretty old school. Here we have first person view, which is what I'll be playing in. And I think this looks like they're maybe at Atlanta here on this track. But this shows you some of the gauges that you have inside the car. You have a rear view mirror and some safety mechanisms there for the windshield. And then here we have Arcade Race, which we'll go through this in the game. I'll show you some of these menus. Simulation Race, as well as Simulation Testing. And then there's some options where you can change some things. This gets into some of the menus more. Some of the assists that you can have. Race length. One really cool thing I think about this is that you can do pace laps. It's very authentic compared to today's games where they just kind of get you to the last part of the pace lap before you go green. So keep going here and show you some of these. And this lets you know about the different sessions. And if you want to set up your car, this tells you some tips here about the different things with the car setup, which I'll be modifying my setup some. This continues on. So it says 55 mile per hour for the pit road speed. So I wonder if that's for every track. That'd be interesting to see. I don't want to exceed this pit road speed limit or I might get black flagged. And this talks about all the different types of flags in case you're not familiar with NASCAR. Something really awesome here is that we have the old school point system, so there's no playoff system or anything like that. So this will really be back in time. So this will really feel like we are in 1996. And this gives you some tips and hints of how to play the game. So really looking forward to this. Also, I think you saw the disc, but I want to show you what is behind the disc. This is a checkered flag with NASCAR Racing. It's really awesome. I look forward to playing this game with you guys. Hello everyone, this is Multipro coming to you. And this is real exciting to me because we are going to be looking at a game from 1996. Probably before many people were born. They're watching this. So This game was made by Papyrus. It's a one-player game, and as I showed earlier, it's like a simulation and arcade game. But again, this is fairly old, so we'll see how it looks in the game. But I kind of want to show you some of the options here that we can go through. We have the arcade race. And really, I don't know the difference between the arcade race and the simulation race. But I'll go in here and kind of show you. You have these 3 different options. You got rookie, veteran, ace. And then you can pick your track. There's a whole bunch of cool tracks in here that NASCAR raced at back in the, and they got a couple of fantasy tracks as well. They're road courses, and then also you can do a season, which is pretty cool. If we back up, let's go to simulation race, and it's got similar kind of menu. One track I'd like to note, you have to go screen by screen to get to all these. Oh, it's got North Carolina Speedway, Rockingham, which NASCAR not only races at. And some of these tracks, it looks so different today than it did back then. Like Phoenix has the front and back stretch flipped. They have North Wilkesboro, which NASCAR is going back to this year for the All-Star race. And then you can also do testing. You can pick a track to do testing at, rather than going through practice qualifying and the race. I was going to show you some of the options I've made here. Again, this is a long time ago, so I'm going to be using a controller, not a steering wheel and pedals. Here's some of the people that I'll be racing against, in the simulation world. We got Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, Sterling, Terry Labonte, Mark Martin, Jeff Bodine, Ricky Rudd, Ted Musgrave, Darrell Waltrip, Old DW, Bobby Labonte, Mikey, Wall Button, Jimmy Spencer, Jeff Gordon, Johnny Benson, Ricky Craven, and Bobby Hamilton. Rest his soul. Dave Marcus, Bill Elliott, Austin Bill from Dawsonville, and of course my favorite of this time, Jeff Burton. Here's the pace car. It's a kind of nice looking pace car. You notice these cars, it says Monte Carlo. So we're doing some old cars here. So this is pretty cool. As far as realism, I want to be shifting everything. We're going to try to start out with 25% race lengths. See how that goes. Turn the yellow flags on. Pace lap on. And we want to make this car damage full. And we're going to start around like 97% opponent strength. We'll see how that goes. And for YouTube, I've turned the music off. So we got the sound. So that's about it. I'm real excited to start doing a season with you all. And yeah, this is going to be great.